Your prospect has a perceived value of your product or service when you first introduce it to them. And it's up to you to raise that price perception as high as possible and as quickly as possible. Before I show you how, imagine this situation. You're in the middle of the desert, 150 miles from the nearest town, and you've run out of petrol. If you try and walk that 150 miles, you will almost certainly die. And the chances of another car or lorry picking you up is 0. But if someone did happen to drive by, absolutely refused you a lift, but offered you a tank full of petrol, how much would you pay for it? I'm guessing it would be many times more than you'd pay for it at a filling station in the centre of town. Under those circumstances, the perceived value to you is massively higher. So how do you raise the perceived value of your offering when selling? Here's a few questions you could ask when you have identified the problem and to raise the perceived value of your product or service and solution. How much longer can you afford to have the problem go unresolved? How much will it cost you if you don't do anything about it for 6 months? How much more productive could your people be if that problem did not exist? Followed by, can you put a financial value on that? Who is ultimately responsible for dealing with this or the impact of not dealing with it? How does the problem affect your customers? Followed by, do you lose any as a result? How might the problem affect your prospective customers and your sales team's ability to sell? Could you see this problem giving your competition an advantage over you? If you were one of your competitors, how would you take advantage of this problem you have? Aside from our solution, what is your alternative strategy to fix this problem, and what investment would you need? There are, of course, many more questions you could ask depending upon your product or service and your prospect's problem. But sometimes you'll only need to ask one to secure their business.